My name is Hannah Fouch. Today, we will be discussing the future of our children and how to protect them from mass shootings. On February 14th, 2018, a mass shooting occurred in Majority Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. 17 people were killed and 14 people were injured and sent to hospitals. This is one of the world's deadliest school massacres. How would you prevent something like this from happening? I know what I would do. Arming our teachers with firearms would protect the students if an intruder entered a school, deter future gunmen from entering schools, and decrease deaths and injury rates during a school shooting. Now that we have discussed the 3 reasons why we should arm teachers with firearms, let's discuss protecting our students from another tragedy. Guns provide protection. As you can see by this chart, the number of shootings have increased massively over the years and will continue to do so if we don't do something about it. Safety depends on the teachers. A February 22nd, 2018 article from USAtoday.com stated, Trump praised the National Rifle Association and insisted that highly trained teachers and coaches should be allowed to carry weapons at schools to protect students from school shootings. Coach Aaron Feis was a coach at Parkland High School. He saved the lives of many students by protecting them with his own body. Here is a video.
At least 17 adults and children were killed on Wednesday, including the school's beloved assistant football coach, Aaron Feis. The school football team's Twitter account posting this tribute to Feis on Thursday, saying in part, quote, "He selflessly shielded students from the shooter when he was shot. He died a hero and will forever be in our hearts and memories." Feis graduated from Stoneman Douglas High School in 1999 and worked at the school for his entire coaching career. He was transported to a local hospital after the shooting, where he was rushed into surgery and later succumbed to his injuries. The Florida Sheriff's Office, leading the investigation into the shooting, has revealed that the alleged gunman tried to flee by hiding himself among terrified students exiting the building. The 19-year-old was a former student of Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School who was expelled for disciplinary reasons. Investigators had...
Aaron Feis. Individuals like him, if trained and armed with a gun, could have done more than just saved a few students. He could have brought down the shooter if he had the chance. Police take about 9 minutes to get to a crime scene when called. The average response time for teachers could be 30 seconds if they are armed. Much damage can be done in that amount of time. 9 minutes waiting for police to show up. The average shots per minute from an AR-15 are roughly 45 rounds a minute. If teachers were armed, it would take them 30 seconds to take them down. Now that we have talked about our students' safety, let's move on to discuss how arming teachers with firearms will deter future gunmen from entering schools. A February 22nd, 2018 article in NewYorkTimes.com stated, arming teachers could act as a deterrent so that no one had to draw a weapon in the first place. You would not expect a gunman to go into a gun store to rob, because these places are filled with guns. They know that they could be shot at. On February 22nd, 2018, President Donald Trump posted on Twitter.com, if a potential shooter knows that a school has a large number of very weapons-talented teachers or others who will be instantly shooting, the shooter will never attack that school. Schools are gun-free zones, so people know there's not going to be anyone there who will be shooting back at them. Now that we have talked about how this will deter future gunmen from entering schools, let's move on to discuss how this will decrease death and injury rates during a school shooting. More shootings are happening now than ever before. A February 19th, 2018 article from CNN.com stated, "More shootings are occurring because of decreased presence of firearms in schools and states across the country." A February 15th, 2018 article in NewYorkTimes.com stated, "The more guns we have in our school systems, the less children will die from school shootings. The more protection that we have in these schools, the less children will die and be injured." In conclusion, arming teachers with firearms will be very beneficial. Arming our teachers would protect the students if an intruder entered the school, deter future gunmen from entering schools, and decrease fatality and injury rates of students during a school shooting. We as a country need to protect our children and our youth from these horrific crimes to the best of our ability. Thank you all for your time and attention, and I hope you understand the importance of arming our teachers with firearms.